right, welcome back to Emotional Mojo. You know, in honor of Father's Day, we thought it was only appropriate to get some real dads here on our show to weigh in on trending hot topics in our very own dad panel. Welcome, guys.
All right.
Let's meet the fathers. We have Chris Yarn. Yes, I said Yarn. Yes, it was somebody's idea to have my husband on the show. Okay.
Within slapping distance.
Yeah.
Within slapping distance.
Father of our 2-year-old toddler. We have Hunter Menon here, father of 3 and 12 foster kids throughout the years. Very interesting, right? And then we have Rob Graham here, who is the father of 2 girls, correct?
Yes.
All right, welcome, guys. All right, so here's our first topic. You've seen the movies showing off stay-at-home dads, right? Kind of like Mr. Mom from the 1980s, where the dad is clueless and bumbling as he tries to fill what's typically the woman's role. But is this a fair portrayal? You know, stay-at-home dads have almost doubled since 1989 to 2 million in the U.S., some thanks to the recession when many men were laid off, but others chose to stay and watch the kids. And they say there is still a stigma against the men who make that choice. So what do you guys think? Do you feel like it's not fully socially acceptable yet to see a wife bringing home the paycheck and the dad staying home? I mean, let's be honest here. How would you guys feel if you were in that position?
How do you feel?
I
generational
started carrying a purse.
You mean a purse?
No, my wife. Yeah, that's a first. You know, when you have to carry it through public.
Yeah.
And see this newfound feeling of the stigmas, and so then I just carried it a little more confidently.
Yeah,
And
I
it
think
was
dads
fine.
are able to step
a new
up
world.
more nowadays. Yeah, I mean, you said it was a generational thing. What do you
Yeah, I
mean?
think it might be a generational thing. I think I'm like on the cusp of a millennial.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little bit more open to, you know, various ideas. So over time, I think the role of men and women have kind of changed, where it used to be women be in the kitchen, stay in the kitchen and cook, where now, you know, guys enjoy cooking and they don't mind doing that and cleaning up around the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff.
I mean, I think I come from a traditional kind of household, and then obviously my wife works, so you know.
Well, and
but-
you happen to work at home, even though we do have someone watching our
exactly.
son.
So I mean, I work too. For me, I always kind of feel like the man should still work, even though that's maybe kind of traditional. But anybody that says staying at home watching a kid and doing that stuff is not work, they're out of their mind.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Because it absolutely is. When a nanny calls in and I've got Jack all day, like, it's completely different. But as far as does it still hurt men? Absolutely. I mean, I've seen guys passed up in a job interview process, heard the hiring manager say, well, this guy was a stay-at-home dad for a year and a half. You know, next.
Wow.
Well, and you know what?
Yeah, it does happen.
That happens to moms as well, though. I think when women stay out of the workforce for a while to raise their kids and try to jump back in, that's a problem as well, you know?
Yeah.
All right, well, check out this story. A school district in Oregon is stirring up some controversy after its decision to offer condoms to students in grades 6 through 12. Of course, many argue that 11-year-olds a little too young for this. Gervais School District reps say the decision comes after a 2013 survey found 42% of students admitted to never or sometimes using protection. 9 girls got pregnant there last year. Now, abstinence will still remain the foundation, but students would be required to ask for the condoms and then speak with a trained teacher, counselor, nurse, or administrator before actually receiving them. The board voted unanimously on this. What do you guys think when you hear a story like this?
Well, I mean, I have a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah. So how would you feel?
So I think it's just an extension of sex ed, right? So especially with the requirements where they have to ask the teacher.
So you
for
think
the
it's a
condom.
school's place,
So
like it's okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I hope.
I'd love to know,
Yeah.
as a psychotherapist, is 11 too young to handle something like this?
No, because kids are having sex at 10 years old now. If you look at the research says that they're starting younger and younger. But I was going to ask Rob, you would be okay with a teacher giving your child a condom if your child was
In accordance with us.
Okay, so if you
you'd want to
agree.
know.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Hunter, how would you feel about
I'd
this?
rather not, personally.
Would you rather that be something you guys handled at home?
Yeah.
He seems uncomfortable just talking about it.
I want to have a significant conversation way before that ever came up, and we with our 3.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of parents don't, though, and so these kids are ending up pregnant. And I think this is their
It
answer.
is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you're at a mature enough age to make that decision, but everybody likes to act like this is all new stuff, and that the internet and the adult websites on the internet have changed things. But the first male guy I know to have lost his virginity was over the summer between 5th and 6th grade.
Whoa.
And I dated a girl my girlfriend when I was in 5th grade. We moved into, my girlfriend. But she actually, she got pregnant later on in the 6th grade year. She was
He is
dating
not the father. Can we just?
the father,
Yeah.
she dated before that happened, but it wasn't me.
Okay.
But
Moving on. Yeah. No. So.
I think had there been stuff like that even back then, it could have helped.
Been
So, I mean,
beneficial. Yeah.
Yeah, the big
but
question.
I think they notify the parents though, man. Hey, your kid just asked for.
Yeah. Well, they will.
something.
That's part of the
Maybe
rules.
It's time for a talk.
Yeah.
I mean, why does the child need that attention? Are they not getting the love and attention at home is the big question. That's the root of this issue.
That's stuff these
Yeah.
schools aren't equipped to handle, whereas having a box of condoms seems a little
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
But it should start in the home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, check out this story. The card store came out with a prank video where they told men they were auditioning for the role of dad. And here's what they got.
Just eat it. It's good.
Think about your future.
Dad, please don't touch the wheel.
I'm not touching the wheel. I love you a lot.
You're not wearing no string bikini.
Dad, everyone wears string bikinis.
Not everyone in this house.
We can talk about this in an adult manner. It's all good in the hood.
What's wrong? You seem upset.
You're grounded.
Go to your room.
Gladly.
Then you should be one.
No. That's not what we say. That's not
So,
what we
as expected, the dad is the comedic relief until the end of the video, because they seem kind of awkward, right? Like they don't know what they're doing. Well, eventually the director tells the dads, listen, just do it the way your dad would have. Take a look at what they got.
I just want you to know that I'm here for you.
You let me know if you want to talk.
And sometimes there is nothing to say except that I'm here for you and that I love you.
That's my girl.
Kind of sweet, right? So it turns around when they're actually being honest. Well, some people are saying this whole ad is completely offensive to dads because it shows them in such a cliched way, using them as the butt of the joke. What do you guys think, dads, when you see this? What did you think when you saw this?
The first part was so rigid and stale, and when they finally transformed, it was the bond that causes the child to hug the dad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what life's about, is the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotion.
Would you
Emotional
be
mojo.
offended by that ad, though? I mean, if you
I
saw
wasn't
that at the
offended
beginning when the
as a
dads are
dad.
funny?
Yeah, I'm not offended.
People
by
are-
that.
Because is it really like that? No.
It is.
They're just way too easily offended now. I mean, there's nothing wrong with
I
that
agree
ad.
with
It's a
that.
great ad. It connects emotionally. I mean, it was good.
I think to me, what I get out of this commercial is you can't script being a parent, because when they have lines, they can't do it, and then when they say just do it how your dad would have, then all of a sudden we get the real stuff, right?
And you get that emotion. I mean, it was
Yeah.
so obvious, the difference.
I like it. If you guys agree or disagree with any of these, you can always chime in on the Emotional Mojo Facebook page. I want to thank you guys for joining us for the panel. We're going to keep
Thank
you in
you.
the show. We'll have a couple more fun segments and a couple surprises coming up later, too. Hey, a father and son are on the road to melting your heart with their video that has now gone viral. We will show that to you coming up. And don't let your kids press snooze. Get them up and get them moving with a morning mile. Our guest is sharing the benefits of getting your kids active in the morning.
Just he's not the most verbal person, and he's not the most social person, so
He never said it. Always thinking that, well, because I give you the necessities of life, you should know it by osmosis.
My mother was primarily the one who gave me advice.